Some of the most dangerous criminals in modern history never carried a weapon. They never entered a bank. They were never seen at the scene of a crime. Their crimes happened silently, behind screens, across borders, often faster than authorities could respond. In this video, every case involves hackers who force governments, intelligence agencies, and law enforcement to react. These are not fictional characters. These are real investigations. This is Five Files. What makes these cases different is not technical skill alone, but impact. Each individual or group caused measurable damage, triggered federal investigations, and changed how cybercrime is handled worldwide. File 5 begins with a hacker whose actions exposed the limits of digital security in the early 2010s. A hacker known as Albert Gonzalez became central to one of the largest cybercrime investigations in U.S. history. According to Department of Justice records, Gonzalez orchestrated data breaches that compromised millions of credit and debit cards from major retailers. His methods were not particularly complex, but they were persistent and coordinated. The FBI investigated the case for years. Gonzalez cooperated at times, provided information, and continued criminal activity simultaneously. The scale of the breaches forced federal agencies to acknowledge that traditional investigative methods were no longer sufficient for cybercrime. File 5 shows how one individual revealed systemic vulnerability rather than a single failure. File 4 moves from individual action to state-linked operations. For years, U.S. intelligence agencies tracked a hacking group commonly referred to as Fancy Bear, which was linked by multiple governments to Russian military intelligence. According to public indictments and intelligence assessments, the group conducted cyber espionage campaigns targeting government institutions, media organizations, and critical infrastructure. What made the case difficult was jurisdiction. The hackers operated beyond physical reach. Investigations produced detailed technical evidence, but arrests were impossible. The files document attribution without enforcement. File 4 highlights a new reality, cases that can be proven, but not resolved. File 3 involves a rare example of law enforcement reaching across borders successfully. In 2013, U.S. authorities arrested Ross Ulbricht, the creator of Silk Road, an online marketplace operating on the dark web. According to FBI case files, Silk Road facilitated large-scale illegal transactions using cryptocurrency. Ulbricht believed anonymity would protect him. The investigation combined cyber forensics, human error, and traditional surveillance. The case demonstrated that even sophisticated digital systems fail when operators make small mistakes. File 3 shows that technology alone does not guarantee invisibility. File 2 challenges a common assumption. Many believe hackers are young men operating in isolation. FBI and international law enforcement files contradict this narrative. One of the most effective cybercriminals of the last decade was a woman operating under multiple aliases, involved in large-scale financial fraud and identity theft networks. Investigators documented structured operations, recruitment, and long-term planning. The case received less media attention, but demanded extensive investigative resources. File 2 exposes how stereotypes obscure real threats. File 1 brings all the others into focus. According to FBI and Department of Homeland Security assessments, the most damaging cybercrimes are not always the most visible. They are slow, persistent, and strategic. Nation-state hackers, organized criminal groups, and lone actors now operate in overlapping digital spaces. The files show a pattern. Investigations continue long after public attention fades. Cases remain open, not because agencies lack awareness, but because the battlefield itself has changed. Jurisdiction ends at borders, networks do not. What connects all 5 files is not anonymity, but adaptation. Law enforcement evolves. Hackers adapt faster. Each case forced agencies to rethink methods, laws, and assumptions. These crimes did not end with arrests in every case. Some remain unresolved. Some never will be. But all of them reshape how crime is defined in the digital age. Which file surprised you the most? This was 5 files. Subscribe.